Come get on the train. Pimpin' ain't easy.
What's up, guys? Gold Izzy back at you. I'm gonna take these next few moments, if you will, to share my thoughts with you guys on what I think will happen with the Unified Tag Team titles and the United States Heavyweight Championship. Now, ShoMiz has all those titles. Big Show and The Miz are obviously the Unified Tag Team Champions, and The Miz is also the United States Champion as well. And I'm a big time Miz fan, and I think he's great. As far as the tag team of the Big Show and The Miz, you know, it has its moments, but they're not really a legit tag team. So here's what I think is going to happen with the Unified Tag Team titles. So we all know that the Hart Dynasty has finally stepped up to the plate to go up against ShoMiz. They did that last week on Raw, and it was great. Sure that they won via countout, but you know, pretty much the Big Show and The Miz pretty much just ran away like cowards and got counted out. Now this is definitely, in my eyes at least, going to spark a great feud. Well, I say great. I don't know how great it's going to be, but it's going to spark a feud nonetheless. And I really think that the Hart Dynasty is going to win the Unified Tag Team titles from ShoMiz. Now, when is this going to take place? Now, so far, no match has been signed for the next pay-per-view, Extreme Rules. However, I really think that they are going to sign a match for that pay-per-view, and I think that the Hart Dynasty will win those titles. So, once ShoMiz loses the Unified Tag Team titles, I definitely can see them breaking up. I think The Miz is better as a singles wrestler than he is a tag team person, or a tag team wrestler, I should say. So, he's going to concentrate more on his United States Championship, which, by the way, that title has not seen any kind of attention whatsoever. The Miz has just been holding it like a prop for the last few months. So, it's going to bring a new light to the title. Now, on NXT, for those of you guys who follow it, and if you don't, I'm going to fill you in, the winner of NXT gets a title shot. Any title they want. They get to pick a title, and they get to go after that title at a pay-per-view, which I think is great. Now, I don't really see the WWE actually giving a world title or a WWE championship opportunity to a guy right out of NXT. I don't see that. However, I do see him letting those guys, whoever wins, go for an IC belt or a United States Championship. Now, so far, Daniel Bryan is on the top of the leaderboard on the NXT standings, and I don't see him going anywhere. I really think he's going to win the whole show. He's by far the best wrestler. Yes, he does need to work on his mic skills, but that will come with time. And the competition actually ends in another 6 weeks. So in 6 weeks, we will see the new NXT champion, I guess if that's what you want to call him. And I really think that Daniel Bryan will win, and he will then take on The Miz for his United States Championship. We all know The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been at each other's throats since they've started the show. And, you know, The Miz is Daniel Bryan's mentor. So it's made for some pretty interesting TV, I think. Daniel Bryan, you can just tell, he just hates The Miz's guts. And, you know, Daniel Bryan's been wrestling for 10 years, and he knows he's a better wrestler, and you know that he cannot wait to get his hands on The Miz. So I think that makes the most sense. Now this is all if Daniel Bryan wins, which I really do think he will. But yeah, I think the Hart Dynasty will win the tag team titles from Showmiz at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and then within 6 weeks or so, another 8 weeks, we will see 6 to 8 weeks, I guess, at that pay-per-view, we will see Daniel Bryan, the winner, that's if he wins, of NXT, go up against The Miz for his United States Championship. And that's just what I think will happen. To me, seeing The Miz and Daniel Bryan go at it would be great. And I kind of think that's what they've been building towards because, you know, there's so much tension between these two guys. If you haven't watched NXT, you really don't know what I'm talking about. But if you have, then you definitely know what I'm talking about. And I think it would make for a great match. And especially at a pay-per-view, I think it would be great. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on the Unified Tag Team titles and the United States Heavyweight title. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think any of those ideas that I just threw out there, do you think, you know, those ideas are even good ideas? Or, you know, do you guys have a better idea of what you might think? You know, I'd love to hear about it. Leave it in the comment section below. And, yeah. And, yeah, Crime Time. I was watching SmackDown earlier. I turned it off because it really wasn't that good in my opinion. But they broke up another established tag team, Crime Time. Sure, they weren't the best tag team, but they were a legit tag team. They started out as a tag team, and they've been tagging for the last 4 years or so, and now they're split up. If you didn't watch SmackDown, I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't get it. But maybe they're going to give Big Shad Gaspar a singles push. Who knows? But that's my thoughts. Unified Tag Team titles going to the Hart Dynasty, and maybe Daniel Bryan getting a shot at the United States Championship. Now, will he win that title when he gets that title shot at the pay-per-view? You know, I think it's possible that he very well could. And even if he doesn't, I think that will be the start to a pretty good feud between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. But I'm going to stop rambling. Those are my thoughts. This is Gold Izzy. Peace out.